Hey, what's up? This is Matt Dietz, and this is Agency Launch. This is a show where I tell you everything I've learned about running an insurance agency throughout a 17-year career. I will teach you stuff on staffing and sales and marketing systems and retention. I have an agency with 4,300 policies right now, and I only staff it with 2 people, and we grow every year. So I want to teach you my secrets on how I have been able to achieve that. So I tell you things that I've learned, and then I continue to learn. Okay, check it out. I started a texting community. It's not a group chat, okay? So I text out things every week, like tips and tricks and advice and resources and discounts to you. If you reply, it only comes directly to me. So you will have access to me. You can ask me questions. I sometimes will say, hey, what's on your mind? And you can shoot me a question. I send out video answers all the time. So I have a lot of fun in there, and I really enjoy connecting with you. So 208-213-8809. Get in my community. Hey, what's up? Today I wanted to talk a little bit about investing in yourself. And I know last week I put out some content that had to do, with that specific subject, but I want to drill down on it a little bit more. So I put out a question in one of my groups last week, and I'm going to ask you the same question. What would you pay if you had to gain access to the knowledge that you need to be successful? Now that's really vague. All right. So I'll get more specific for you, but in this industry, you need to know how to do a number of things right. And if you're newer in the industry, like I was when I started, this is the first business that I ever have run. And I had to figure out everything by myself. And it took me a long time to figure it out. And I enjoyed the process, but doing it, I didn't do it all myself. Let me be clear. Like I was a sponge. I sought out information. I sought out data. I sought out people that had been doing it before me. I appointed mentors. I bought courses. I bought books. I watched videos and podcasts. I did everything I could to try and to be successful. All of that is really important to do, but you have to act on the knowledge that you are onboarding. All right, you have to put the things in play. So all of this information that I was learning, like I needed to learn how to market. So I read marketing books. I need to learn how to do social media. Like I got on social media early, like 2008, 2009, before people were really doing it. That's like 15 years ago at this point. But that was a new thing, back when I was starting my agency. Nobody knew how to do it properly. So I was reading early books on how to use Twitter for your business and how to build a business page on Facebook and how to do that. And so, Instagram wasn't even a thing until like 2009, really. And so, and now it's like how to use TikTok and how to use Reels. And, last year I bought a course on how to effectively use Reels and how to effectively use TikTok and stuff like that, because I want to know how to do that. I needed to get in front of mortgage brokers. I bought a course. I spent more money than I ever thought I would buy. How about an online course for like $2,200 to learn how to market to mortgage brokers? And I've talked about it before, but when I invest in something like that, I do a number of things. Is I try and talk to the people who are selling it, and they're going to do their sales pitch. But I also talk to other agents who have used that strategy. Okay. Be like, hey, does this work? And more times than not, all the stuff that's out there that has been out there and is in the marketplace that is still there, and it's kind of, it's been there for over a year or a couple of years, it means it's working. Okay. But they will all tell you, every agent that you will ever talk to, including myself, that says, hey, does this work? The answer is yes, but you have to put the work in. The knowledge is one thing, but you have to do the work. You can read about how to do the perfect push-up, but you have to do the push-up. Okay. So with that being said, I'll go back to my question. What would you pay to learn everything you needed to learn so that you didn't have to make the mistakes. It was all in one place. You could access it at any time. And it taught you the habits and strategies that you really need to be successful in this field. The other thing I would ask you is to be a little bit more specific. Like, what would you pay to learn how to sell more policies every month? Like, this is my course. Of course, I'm talking about my course. Okay. So my course will teach you how to sell, an extra 10 policies a month. How much money is that going to make you? Okay. And not next month, but if you learn how to sell an extra 10 policies a month, what does that mean for a year? All right. What does that mean for 2 years? What does it mean for the next 5 years? Okay. A course like mine, which is set at $1,300, which is insanely underpriced right now, you can make that money back in 2 months. All right. Like if you use the tactics that I used myself to build my agency, like, you can sell an extra 10 policies a month and you'll make, what do you make on a policy? Let's say $70. All right. You make $70 per policy. You're going to make $700 in the first month. You'll make all your money back in 2 months. All right. Do the math. What does that mean for a year? That's $8,400 in the first year. Are you going to spend? So would you spend $1,300 to make $8,400 in the first year? Would you spend $1,300 to make $16,000 in 2 years? I mean, a lot of agents in this industry are very, very protective of their money, and you should be. Like, I remember investing, losing sleep over if I should spend $500, on a marketing thing early in my career. And I did. And it made me thousands of dollars. There has to be a little bit of blind faith in the products that are out in the marketplace. You have to find out which ones are real and which ones are not. Okay. You have to find out the ones that are just straight, crap, and aren't going to drive you any money, or you have to find out the ones that are actually teaching you the tools that you need to survive. All right. Programs like mine are teaching you to fish. Okay. So that it will give you more income in perpetuity. And so I have struggled with agents who need this knowledge but will not pay for it. And that's fine. Like I said, I understand this $1,300 is a lot of money, but if you do what the program asks you to do and you're dedicated to building the agency that you want to build, like, there's real work that has to be done. I'm going to teach you the work that needs to be done. I've done it. Okay. I built a beautiful agency that the business comes to me now. I have a wonderful staff that took me 12 years to figure out how to do it. I'm going to give you so many shortcuts on this that I've said it before, it's not an expense. It's an investment. Okay. Think of it like a traditional investment. What if I told you that you could spend $1,300 and at the end of the year you would have $8,000, all right, in a stock? Would you do that? You'd put a lot more than $1,300 in. Okay, so I'm just trying to rewire your thought process. Agents spend a lot of money on things that don't drive income. All right. I'll go back to internet leads. How much are you spending on internet leads? How much are you spending on marketing that's not working? Okay. I'm going to teach you how to do it. So anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you. The agencylaunch.net, it's my flagship course. It's everything that I learned how to do in my agency. And if you use the term podcast right now and you check out, I'll give you 10% off. So I would encourage you to reach out to me. All right. I can connect you with other agents who have been on the platform if you want to. There are plenty of ways to get a hold of me. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram. Let's connect. Let's hop on a phone call. I'm happy to walk you through how this thing works, because it does. I've had well over 100 agents that have used this program and are succeeding because of it. So my name's Matt. This is Agency Launch. find me all over the place. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Dietz Agency. You can send me an email at matt.dietz@agencylaunch.net. Let's connect. Let me help you. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Keep up the good work.